Live.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
It is Larry Sharpe here at FreedomFest. So happy that I'm here having some great conversations, and I'm very lucky that today I have with me the president of Liberland himself, Vit, if I get it right, Yalichka?
Oh, very good.
There we go, got it right, there we go. So happy to have you here, Vit, please.
Nice to be at your show.
Yes, absolutely. So some people don't know what Liberland is. And from what I understand, it's basically an area in Central Europe.
It's really, we're more over the Balkans.
Balkans,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Balkans that you kind of were able to kind of take because nobody else kind of wanted it. Is that true?
Yes, for more than 25 years, nobody was claiming ownership on the sovereign or private level of Liberland. And we came there, we stuck the flag, and 10 years we are working on building up the state and our sovereignty, and it's doing quite well.
Oh, I love that. And if I understand correctly, one of the things that, I mean, and many things are special about this state, but one of them is you're actually very much open to cryptocurrency, where the rest of the world is really fighting it. You are embracing it. Is that true?
Yes, of course. It's a great opportunity for us to build a state for a new century.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that right now, it's only a week ago.
Hold on, what?
I'm sorry, can I stop? Can we button your jacket just because you're coming open there and I don't want to...
Yes.
Okay, but if you're live, okay.
There we go.
There, sorry.
There we go.
Okay, now we can pick it up. So,
Okay, you want me to re-ask the question?
Right from the start. Right from the get-go.
Right from the get-go.
Yep.
Start over.
That's why I stopped you early.
No worries,
All right.
start over. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, it's Larry Sharpe here at Freedom Fest having some amazing conversations. And I'm so lucky that I'm happy that I'm able to be here with a very special guest, someone who is actually president of Liberland, Vit Yalichka.
Very good.
Yes, absolutely. So happy to have you. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. It's a great event. It was a great audience. It's one of the biggest place for Liberlanders to gather,
Yes. There are a lot of people who, in Freedom Fest here, who know who you are, but I think a lot of people outside probably aren't sure what Liberland actually is. And if I remember, it's a small country in the Balkans
Yes.
that kind of no one wanted to grab.
Yes, it's a very special territory, 7 square kilometers, which for 25 years was unclaimed by any other nation state or any other private owner. So we went there, stick the flag, and for 10 years we're working hard on our constitution, on our decentralized governance, and we're working also on diplomatic relations. That's why we are here in the US so frequently.
That's amazing. Now, you said decentralized. So when I think of decentralized, I always think that's cryptocurrency. Decentralized Bitcoin and all the others that people know. Everyone knows Bitcoin, but there are obviously others too. You have embraced cryptocurrency when a lot of people are running away from it. You're embracing it. Tell me about that.
Well, we are building the whole infrastructure of the state on our blockchain platform. It took us 3 years to develop it.
So hold on, it's not just the currency. There are other aspects that are also on the blockchain.
Everything that the state does is on the blockchain. It's our own blockchain that is running. It's run by our citizens. Every citizen has the right basically to run a server that runs all the infrastructure of the state. That means we also, like, so decentralized, there is no way you can break down the servers of the state because they're running now on 45 computers or servers around the world. The election is happening also on blockchain. The budgeting is happening on the blockchain, and we are through the centralized bridges connected to Ethereum and also to all the centralized exchanges. So we are very much now bulletproof for any kind of meddling with our infrastructure.
That's great.
I think we're at least 5 years ahead of any other country.
That's okay. So that also, if I understand that right, that means you also have a level of transparency that other nations just don't have.
Yeah, they could, I think, could dream about it, right? Like everything we're doing is basically out there.
Right.
Which I think it's great that the state is a best use case for utilizing blockchain technology, right? Like,
yes,
it's the ultimate use case, organizing society in a transparent, immutable way where nobody can cheat.
So let's go back. You started in 2015, right?
Yes.
So now we're talking almost 10 years. Give me progress. Like, what is? I mean, this has to be a massive task, right? I mean, you're nation building, right?
Yeah.
Literally. So give me an idea of what's happened so far.
Well, initially it was really crazy. Like, imagine that we got 500,000 mails in the first week.
Is that right?
Yeah. It was really massive.
Wow.
Immigration. I think for the first 2 months we had more paper immigration than the United States.
Wow,
Imagine
okay.
we're only 3 times bigger than Monaco. I don't know how many million times smaller than United States.
Right.
But the interest in the citizenship was amazingly massive. And then since then we got into kind of a linear growth, and now it's 750,000 people that applied for citizenship.
Wow.
So we might be a little bit bigger than Malta or Iceland. The number of potential citizens. We'll be also the most overpopulated country in the world if we accepted everybody. So we are not accepting everybody, we are only accepting people that can do something for the country, move things forward in one way or another.
Got it. So what do you think is going to be the population of the country? Do you have an idea already?
Well, I like the biblical number, 144,000 or
Okay,
something
sure,
like that.
sure,
That's
sure.
a reasonable
Yep.
number of
Yep.
population for the future.
Sure. Look at that. That's amazing. So you are moving forward in this regard. I love that tremendously. So let me go to the next piece if I could. Citizenship. How does someone become? Is it if I'm born there, I'm a citizen like in
Yes,
America,
yeah,
or how does
that's
that
also
work?
the
How do
case.
I apply?
Well, initially, you really have to do something for the country, move it forward in diplomatic, commercial, or other aspects, or become basically investor. That means you get the basic batch of shares of Liberland, which
Got it.
are again
Oh,
like a
that's
new
very
model of
amazing.
state. The taxes are voluntary.
Taxes are
and-
voluntary.
Yes, and if you pay them, you
I
become
might move here. I don't know. Taxes are voluntary. I think I might move. You might get my paperwork coming next week.
Amazing. We love to have you. But taxes are voluntary, and if you pay them, you actually become the shareholder of the country, right? So there are like these two major improvements
see.
compared to other countries. And that I believe that will really keep the budget quite stable and well funded over the time without extorting value by force from citizens. And this is the main update or upgrade we are making to nation-state governance, removing the force, the crazy power to put
So-
people in jail for just not paying their dues.
Let
right?
me shift then to this piece. If I'm a shareholder,
Yeah.
you said you had elections coming up. How does voting work? Right? Do you vote because I'm a citizen? Do you vote because it's something else? How does that
Actually,
work?
you can be citizen, but you also might not have the voting rights because you don't have enough shares of Liberland in your account.
Got it. Okay.
Because maybe you got some special deal and you didn't have all the 5,000, or maybe you were unstaking because you can actually take 10% of the taxes that you put into state. You can take them back every year.
Okay.
So that's why you will also drop below 5,000. Everybody that has 5,000 has a full political right.
5,000 what?
merits.
You have a merit system.
Yes, yes.
Explain
So
the merit system to me.
That's the merit system. Those are the shares. That's the name of the share of Liberland. So whatever positive you do for the country, you accumulate your merits.
So it isn't just cash.
Well,
or is it just cash?
whatever contribution you make to Liberland,
Okay.
it's always being evaluated in merits. If it does have some market value, we're basically distributing merits in a fair way.
So you distribute the merits based upon how you help the country,
Yes.
and as long as you're at 5,000 or more,
Yes.
you get a vote.
Yes, exactly.
Got it. Okay, got it.
And the weight of your vote represents the number of merits that you have. And basically every decision is done in referendums. All the laws are prepared by Congress. Every 3 months you vote with your merits to select your congressman.
Every 3 months.
Yes, every 3 months. If you don't change your vote, basically you stick with your vote from previous 3 months, so you don't have to worry about it. If you have your favorite politicians,
I like
and you
that.
forget to vote, you just still cast the same vote.
Okay.
But the cool thing is that right now, it's really a completely new political system in which, for example, if you decide you no longer support your congressman, you can revoke your vote from him any second.
Wow.
So that's kind of cool as well. If the politician deviates from
So
what
he
you
makes
like-
me angry. I pull it.
Yes, yes. And you
Okay.
can vote directly with your merits. You don't have to trust him. Delegate your votes to the person.
Okay.
So-
Do the servants, the congressman, president, do they get a salary or do they get merits? How do they get compensated?
Well, right now, actually, many of the congressmen are already working for the government in some important role.
Oh, okay.
There are only 1 or 2 guys that actually are not somehow being rewarded for their work, but they're rewarded based on the value that they are providing
Okay.
to the country. But for example, our lead IT developer is one of the main guys
Okay.
there. Our existing Minister of Justice just got elected to Congress as well, because we have this preliminary government or preparatory committee that was organizing the Liberland until now. It also has ministers, etc.
Okay.
But we're transitioning from the centralized system where I was basically choosing the people that I was working with directly into this, I would say, more democratic or more
Okay.
corporate type of government right now, which is kind of exciting to see the system develop to the final phase that I really wanted to see.
So I want to grab a couple things if I could. One of the things that people are going to worry about for any government is schooling. Second thing is probably going to be police force, right? So let me touch both of those. Is there a police force? Is there a...
We've got a pretty cool system of Uberized police.
Okay.
So anybody that is in Liberland and basically we know his identity can sign up to become a security agent in Liberland.
Okay.
And that way, no guns in Liberland right now, but everybody basically has the camera and makes sure that he notes down what exactly happened with their camera and their presence, and they get actually rewarded for it.
Okay.
Sooner or later we will transition to the armed police force probably in Liberland, but right now because of our relations with Croatia, I don't want to have any incident there.
Right, sure.
We are the ones that are basically making sure that everything is well documented if something is happening.
Got it. Okay.
And luckily, we didn't have any major problem so far in any shape or form. But the Uberized application for police is gonna seriously make the policing of Liberland much less expensive. I think that's gonna be a very, very efficient way how to make sure that Liberland is secure. And it's, again, rewarding people that take part of the incident. So it's not like you're not getting anything for it. You're financially motivated. If at midnight something is happening in your neighborhood, just come out and take the camera out and document everything.
Got it.
Yeah. So, but we are also using this app, by the way, not just for auctions for security. We're also using it for any tenders that the government is doing, and not just government. You as a citizen can also just click in your plot in Liberland and start an auction for any type of building or any kind of structure that you would like to have erected. So it works both ways. So this is like a small innovation how to bring more market force into organizing security in Liberland. But Liberland the government itself is really, by constitution, created to take care of security, justice, and diplomacy. And leave the rest to the private sector. When you ask about the schools,
schools.
We have a private school. I organize that school privately. It's in Art Village right next to Liberland. There is zero state involvement in that. And I think that's the best way that you can organize schooling. No involvement from the state at all. I think is the best way to do it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So basically the state is supposed to do, you said, security, diplomacy, and justice. Those are the three things.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. That's kind of what America was supposed to be. That's kind of what we were supposed to be. We moved away from that.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
I mean, we were inspired, of course, by the founding fathers.
Right.
That's why Liberland was founded on 13th of April. It was the birthday of Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, there we go. So let me ask the question. Is there an official language?
Liberlandish, we use English, but if we make mistake, we add it to Liberlandish.
I like it. I like it. So officially it's Liberlandish, but it's kind of an offshoot of English.
Yeah.
Got it. Most of the people who come to Liberland, are they Europeans? Are they Americans?
It's a mixture. Right now, Croatian government gives us a little bit hard time for people that are not from EU. It's a funny temporary situation, but otherwise I would say it's like half European, half rest of the world. Quite a few Americans.
Okay. If you had to guess when it's going to be officially recognized throughout the world, what do you think that timeline is? Is that a year, 10 years, 5 years?
We've got a couple nice recognitions. I'm actually going to meet one of the more bigger countries' presidents next week. I was really hoping to meet Javier Milei here.
Oh, sure. That would have been great.
He's been a self-proclaimed general coming from Liberland to South Argentina. So there is this deep and strong connection between Javier Milei and Liberland, which I'm quite happy about. So you can see that the idea is actually already spreading, right? Like the gentleman that has won the presidential election in Argentina was a big fan of what we're doing in Liberland. So that's kind of great that we are exporting freedom already.
Right, absolutely. Oh, I love that. So good. Excellent. Well, I'm glad you gave me a couple minutes. I know you got stuff you got to do. Let me ask you, is there anything I should have asked you that I didn't? Something you want to bring up?
We would love to have you in Liberland. There are two main events, or three actually. We've got a Liberland Chess Open this month.
Wow.
It's a major event.
Okay.
On 20th. It will be big international players. We're expecting actually some of the best world top players. Okay. Then we've got a Floating Man Festival on 8th of August. That's a major festival. Last year the festival actually opened the borders to Liberland. That was pretty exciting.
Wow.
And then we've got a Liverpool call, which is organized on 6th of September, from 2nd to 8th of September.
So how do people figure out where they want to go? Is there like a website? Is there someplace to go to figure out what's going on?
Liberland.org, it's the best place. You can either get e-residency or citizenship of Liberland. It takes a couple minutes. Very straightforward process.
There we go, Liberland.org. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Great pleasure.
Good seeing you guys. Check it out. I will see you all very soon.